guys, now that the MM2 Christmas update is getting closer, people are starting to wonder on what we will be seeing in this update this year. Specifically a new game mode, because in the Halloween event, we saw a brand new game mode for the first time in 4 years with Vampires Hunt, and people are thinking that Nicholas might do another game mode for Christmas this year. Now, believe it or not, we've never actually seen a Christmas game mode in MM2 before, like ever. Like out of the 9 years of MM2 Christmas, not a single one of those updates had a game mode in it. So if we got the very first Christmas game mode, what could we expect from it? Now, I wasn't 100% sure myself, which is why I made this tweet right here asking you guys what you would like to see for a Christmas update game mode this year, and a lot of you guys gave your own thoughts. I asked the same thing over on YouTube as well, since I know a lot of people don't have Twitter, and I got a lot more comments over there as well. So today I sort of want to go over all of your guys' thoughts of what we might be seeing for a Christmas game mode this year. But before I start, yes, I am a little bit sick, so I sound slightly off in this video. And yes, I've been getting sick a lot this year. Mother Nature has not been too kind to me. But yeah, guys, I did read a lot of your guys' comments, and I noticed that like probably around half of the comments asked for the same exact game mode idea. And it's one I could honestly see Nicholas do, and that is a MM2 snowball fight game mode. Even my friend Panda Boy even said, let's be real, the only option is a snowball fight. Like, I feel like that game mode idea would make the most amount of sense for Nicholas to do, especially seeing how a lot of people are expecting a snowman themed update this year because of the hint that Jydn gave us with the whole vegetable, carrot, snowman hint that a lot of people are assuming Jydn meant. I made a video talking about those hints if you didn't see that already. But if we are going to be getting a snowman themed update, a snowball fight would just make the most sense. There will just be 2 different teams, and both teams would just have a bunch of snowballs, and you'd have to throw snowballs at all players on the other team to kill them, and the last team remaining would win, you know? Basically, it would be like a Christmas team deathmatch sort of mode, but instead of using weapons, you'd use snowballs as a snowball fight. I could definitely see Nicholas doing a snowball fight game mode, especially since we've seen some bonus rounds that had just like 2 teams in it, like Infection had survivors and zombies, and Freeze Tag had runners and freezers. I know those are bonus rounds and not game mode, but they're both kind of similar at the end of the day. If you do get a Christmas game mode, I would honestly be kind of shocked if it wasn't a snowball fight, since that seems kind of clear for Nicholas to do right there, especially if it is going to be a snowman themed update with some new snowman godly. A snowball fight bonus round would just make sense. Now, I saw this idea from MM2 Overview. I actually kind of like the idea, so I want to go over this one. And he said a game mode where there are 3 snowman, 1 sheriff, and the rest are innocents. The snowman throws snowballs to kill and uses a power up every 30 seconds, in which they would breathe ice, freezing people for 5 seconds. Sheriffs get to shoot the snowman, of course, and the servers would have up to 18 players. Now, this is also something I would 100% see Nicholas doing, because it has a very similar format to Vampires Hunt, the game mode we just got in MM2 2 months ago. So I could definitely see Nicholas doing something like this, just because it would be kind of similar to Vampires Hunt, where it would be a bigger server size, there would be a little bit more murderers as the snowmen, and they'd even have their own custom perk, very similar to Vampires in Vampires Hunt. They had the bat form perk where they could turn into a bat and fly around for a couple seconds. I also really like the idea of a sheriff having to kill a snowman in the correct amount of time, or else they will freeze to death. I thought that was a very unique concept, and it would give a lot of innocents the chance to pick up a gun, especially because in Overview's idea, it would just be 1 sheriff against the 3 snowmen, so giving more innocents the chance to pick up the gun, I'd honestly love to see. Honestly, maybe MM2 Overview should work for MM2 at this point, because this is a very nice idea, and I would love seeing this in the actual game. And one of my favorite ideas I actually saw in the comment section, I see this one from PokeRation saying, find gifts around the map, and whoever finds the most gifts wins. That would be really cool, and it would honestly be kind of simple for Nicholas to do. So it is something I could see Nicholas doing it because, of course, Nicholas, he's prone to doing simple things in his events, so a simple game mode would make sense for him, especially because he started working on the Christmas update a lot later than he started with the Halloween update. So if he was going to do a game mode this year, it'd probably be a lot simpler than Vampires Hunt. So just like a gift hunt sort of thing where you can play all the normal MM2 rounds, or maybe Xylia could make its own map for this, where you would have to search around the whole map and find gifts around the map, and whoever finds the most gifts would win. I do really like this idea. The only problem with it is that I don't know if it would really fit Murder Mystery, because of course Murder Mystery is all about killing other players and surviving the round. So would a gift hunt really match Murder Mystery? I'm not 100% sure, so I don't know if Nicholas would do this. But also at the same time, we've seen stuff like Freeze Tag, which isn't really a Murder Mystery thing. You can't die in Freeze Tag, so I guess anything is fair game. If we're gonna have the Freeze Tag bonus round, a gift hunt game mode would work for Murder Mystery. So I guess we'll have to see if Nicholas does end up doing something like that. I liked this one from Zane MM2 saying an avalanche game mode where we had to avoid the falling rocks and snow. know. One of the main reasons why I like this idea so much is because a lot of people think that we might be seeing like an avalanche thing in the MM2 update, because some people think that the A letter that JD was hinting at in his hint video was avalanche. That's something I talked about in my video discussing it. So maybe avalanche was the A word that JD was saying, and we could see like an avalanche game mode where we had to avoid the rocks from the avalanche. We could even see like a custom map for this with a huge mountain. It reminds me of that one mini game from Epic Minigames where you had to survive the avalanche. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but there was a game mode in Epic Minigames where you had to avoid the avalanche. It would remind me a lot from that. Anyone that plays Epic Minigames would probably know what I'm talking about, but I would love to see something like that personally. This one's really cool. From World Reacts Y, he said we become elves and we have to do the quest that Santa gives us. That would honestly be really cool. Maybe we could be in like the workshop map, for example, and would have like a quest on the top of our screen saying we had to do something in the round. And maybe if we didn't do it in like a certain amount of time, Saint Nicholas would come and kill us or something. It reminded me a lot of Among Us, because Among Us is very similar to MM2, but you had quests you had to do in the rounds. So I feel like something like that would be very fitting for Murder Mystery 2. Like maybe one player is randomly selected to be Santa Claus, and you get to see the elves and the quest they're doing, and if they do not do the quest, you can go and kill them. That's something I could honestly see Nicholas do, and I would honestly love to see that. And it would match perfectly for our Christmas game mode, because in Christmas, the elves have to do all of Santa's tasks, so seeing that in Murder Mystery 2 would make a lot of sense, especially seeing Saint Nicholas is a big part of all Murder Mystery 2 Christmas updates. He did in every MM2 Christmas update, so if he was like the main star in a new game mode, that would be awesome to see. So Nicholas, if you're watching this video and you haven't thought of a game mode idea yet, we have some good ideas for you. Now the next idea is from Michael Gaming, and he said Colbe game mode, how it works is that you have to clickbait as many people to win. Okay. You know what? Maybe it's about time I stop talking about game mode ideas. But yeah, guys, I really hope that we do get a game mode in the MM2 Christmas update. A lot of people think that we might not, because again, Nicholas started the update a lot later than the Halloween update, because Nicholas started Halloween back in September, with a lot of testers joining it as well. We have seen Nicholas work on MM2 almost every single day with some testers working on it, but as it currently stands, we have not seen like a game mode leak or anything compared to Halloween, when we saw the TVM game mode leak that ended up being Vampire's Hunt. But we also didn't see the MM2 team do a whole lot of testing on that until the last couple days of the update, so you know, it's totally possible for Nicholas to do a brand new Christmas game mode in the amount of time, since we should be expecting the Christmas update probably within the next week now. We are getting very close to it, so I'm really excited to see what Nicholas does this year. But please let me know in the comment section, what game mode would you like to see in Murder Mystery 2? Should we get a snowball fight, or should we get like some new crazy game mode that no one thought about before? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, guys, that's about it to this video, so I'm gonna end it off here. So until next time, goodbye!